Hi, I'm Belinda Cipriano here for Community News, and I'm here with Daniele Foti-Cuzzola here in his alfresco kitchen. Welcome.
Ciao. No, welcome to my kitchen.
Welcome to yours. Tell us what we've got going on here.
Okay, so today we're making a few traditional recipes from my family. So first of all, I'm Sicilian background, so you can't have a Sicilian gathering without traditional cannoli. So we've got some homemade cannoli shells, and then we're going to create a traditional Sicilian filling with ricotta cheese, orange, pistachio, candied fruits, so all traditional Sicilian ingredients. And then we're going to do my family's take on gnocchi. So I love gnocchi, but we actually don't use potato when we cook gnocchi. So it's actually also made with ricotta cheese. So it's an easy alternative. You don't have to wait for the potatoes to cook and to cool down and to peel, to mash. So this is really simple, really easy, and really light.
Yeah. Now you hold these sorts of workshops here at your alfresco kitchen, and you also do some workshops at the town of Bassendean. Is that right? So tell us a little bit about that.
The town of Bassendean have a relax program, so there's lots of different community workshops. You know, you can do Zumba, you can do pottery, and so I started doing cooking workshops. So every term it goes along with the school term. So once a term I'll do a workshop, and I'll usually shake it up. So say for example last term we did gnocchi, so we did 2 different types. I've done cannoli previously, and in July I'll have another one coming up where we'll be doing some pasta.
And tell us about where your love of food came from.
Love of food, well, Italian background, so growing up always surrounded by food. Weekends were spent making olive oil and wine and sauce. We've got a property in the Swan Valley, and obviously travelled back to Italy quite regularly, so a lot of the memories that I would associate with a city or a particular distant relative was by what they cooked for lunch or for dinner and the dishes that we had. So, and food is where we sit at the table every night. That's where we talk about what we do. So it's just a way to connect with my roots, and also, like, I'm not a chef, I'm a home cook. Everything's been learnt from home, from my family. And it's also the whole purpose of my workshops is to show that, we shouldn't be frightened to take the time out to cook delicious, easy, simple Italian food. And it's not daunting. And I think there's nothing more rewarding than, making something from scratch for those that you...
You're a man of many talents. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, so I'm currently working... So a lot of things I do are very much with connecting to my roots and my heritage, which is really important to me. And I used to work as an Italian primary school teacher. So when I was working there, I felt there was a lack of bilingual teaching resources. So I'm finally... almost at the end of writing, well, I've already written it, releasing a bilingual children's book. So it's Italian, English, and it's a story on immigration, and it incorporates some elements of Italian folklore, and it's set in Fremantle. So it's a local story and something that I want. The Italo-Australian community is so vibrant, but there's not very many stories out there, and something that young people can relate to, and even people that aren't of Italian descent to be able to relate and connect to this immigration and multicultural community that we've got here.
Yeah, I think it's so important to keep traditions and the language alive. I think super important.